Hi everybody, it's almost 10:30 or so on Tuesday night, October 24th. We've had a busy and tiring day. Thought I'd give y'all an update of how it's been going, more live and in person than just a blog post. So today was quite a day, and thought I'd show you a few photos and videos of the last few days to get a feel for what fixing paradise has been like. So Amy and I left our cute little Florida house in St. Petersburg early on a Friday morning and arrived in Grenada that afternoon. And we left our beautiful dogs, Pinky and Penny, with dog sitters, Corin and Aya. Right after we arrived, we found out that the generator doesn't shut down, and the culprit was this little solenoid that needs to be replaced. And then we discovered the water maker doesn't start because the shaft is frozen around that. And then we had to clean out the filters and the air conditioner so they would work. And then we discovered the high water alarm doesn't go off, and one of the bilge pumps just doesn't work. But for a major win, we got some really good speed out of the Starlink that we've temporarily installed. And then this morning, Tuesday the 24th, we set out for Prickly Bay to go to Spice Island Marine and get hauled out. And here's some video of what that place looks like and what the haul out looked like at the very beginning of the day. We barely fit in there. Paradise is 25 feet wide, and I think the facility was about 27.5 or 28 feet, so it was a tight squeeze. The first task was to spend about half an hour in the engine bays looking at stuff like this, having to unbolt the rudders so that we could measure them for new rudders later this year. And there we are, taking precise measurements of the rudders. And the reason we need to replace the rudders sooner rather than later, not 2 years from now, but maybe within the next few months, is because the survey discovered that there's some corrosion around the shaft, and there's no immediate danger, but we wouldn't want to be sailing around the world or anywhere in a distant place with corroded shafts. It's just a safety risk long term. So no immediate danger, but that's one of the things that needs to be taken care of before we go do any long-term sailing on this boat. So all in all, it was a very successful day. This particular marina is called Spice Island Marine Services, and they're quite a bit smaller with less capable equipment. As you can see, our boat nicely fills up their boat lift there as it's driving out of its parking spot to be dropped back in the water and splashed. But it's also a lot less expensive, and we really found the people there to be really quite nice, very helpful, and so we highly recommend Spice Island Marina on Grenada for doing things that are relatively minor and quick like this. Much nicer than Clark's Court. So anyway, this is the big machine. You can't see me because I'm actually sitting in the engine compartment bolting the rudders back on. They had just shoved the rudders back up into the bearings. I put the pin in so they wouldn't fall out, and then the entire time they hauled it back into the water. I'm down in the engine bay bolting the rudders back together with the clamps to go on the steering arms and whatnot. So yes, I am starting to learn how to be a boat mechanic, and it's fun. It's a challenging experience. So it's part of boat life. It took me about 30 minutes to bolt and clamp both rudders back into position and recalibrate the autopilot sensor arm. And so if I had done it before, it would have taken a shorter time, but we got it done. Tired and exhausted, but happy. This is our sail back to Secret Harbor from Prickly Bay, and it was a gorgeous, smooth night. Glassy seas, beautiful sunset. What a great trip back. So that concludes our little snapshot of the first few days in video form, and more to come. We'll talk to you later.